Good news, everyone. Martin Brundle is being honoured with an OBE, the Order of the British Empire, for services to motor racing and sports broadcasting. Brundle has been a fixture on British TV ever since he had retired from Formula 1 after the 1996 season. He joined ITV in 1997 and has since commentated for whoever has been the main broadcaster of Formula 1 since then, including, of course, BBC Sport and now Sky Sports. I think this is absolutely deserved as well. He is someone who is, quite frankly, I don't like using the word very often, but I think the closest equivalent to a broadcasting legend that we have in the UK now, since, of course, the great Murray Walker passed away a few years ago. I think it's fantastic that Brundle has gotten this honour, and it's fully deserved in my opinion. Like I said, he is someone who is incredibly informative. He is someone who is a pleasure to listen to. He has always got an opinion on things. He rarely sits on the fence, and yeah, he's just a legend of broadcasting really when it comes to the British broadcasting here in the UK. I think it's fantastic, and on top of that as well, he was a really good racing driver as well. He is quite often regarded as being one of, if not the best, Formula 1 drivers to never win a race. He came close on a few occasions but never quite managed it. But despite that, he got a lot of podiums, had a lot of success in the sport in the 1980s and 1990s, and very much a nearly man of Formula 1, someone who could have gone to achieve a lot more had he made some better career moves potentially through his career. But of course as well, he had a lot of success outside of that too. He had a lot of success in sports cars and endurance racing, winning Le Mans, of course being the sports car world champion back in the 1980s as well. So for me, he's absolutely someone who deserved this award, and I think it's very good. I think it's a good precedent because, for me, Formula 1 is a sport that is a bit overlooked, I think, in the UK. I think it's a bit disregarded by some sections of society, which I think is a bit disrespectful, to say the least. I mean, I personally thought that Lewis Hamilton was never going to get knighted. It just seemed like it was something that was never going to happen, especially during his career still ongoing. But it did happen. So maybe the tide is starting to turn, because there's not that many former racing drivers that have been honoured. I mean, we had Sir Stirling Moss, we had Sir Jackie Stewart as well, of course, and now we've got Martin Brundle OBE, as we'll be able to call him in the new year. Of course, there's always going to be critics of it. I'm sure there's going to be some sections where people are thinking, how on earth has he managed to get this? They're just handing out these awards for fun nowadays. I mean, there's been controversy in the footballing world, of course, as well, which I've covered on the footballchronicle.com, where Gareth Southgate will be Sir Gareth Southgate in the new year. But for me, I think this one should be a lot less controversial. Like I said, Martin's been someone who has, covered Formula 1 now as a broadcaster for coming up to 30 years. Like I said, he absolutely deserves this. If anybody deserves this, it's him when it comes to broadcasting on the British side of things. I don't know the media in other countries that well. I'm sure there's some other people who've had some sort of honours, of course, in other countries when it comes to this. But yeah, for me, Brundle, for not just his broadcasting, mainly his broadcasting, I think that's probably what's mostly earned him that, because he is someone who is fantastic to listen to, but also as a really good racing driver as well back in the day. So yeah, Martin Brundle OBE. What are your thoughts in the comments below? Let us know, of course, as always. And yeah, for any kind of Formula 1 news in this off season, do keep it tuned here to the F1Chronicle.com. I've just done my season grades, going over all my opinions when it comes to the teams and the drivers in Formula 1 and how they fared in 2024. So that's all out. It'll be out in clip format as well as this week goes on and as we head into 2025. And yeah, I'll have another long form video out for you guys at the end of the week as well, if you're looking at this on, well, both on Microsoft and on YouTube. It should be out around the same sort of time, should be out on the same day on Friday. So yeah, happy new year for when it comes in, guys, and congrats to Martin Brundle OBE. See you soon, guys. Have a very good one.